desire and dependability. If I got it in the wrong order, I'm sorry, but that's the difference. Tonight we're going to be talking about not only how important that is for you guys to have a good team and a good program, but how important for you guys to follow those principles in life. Anybody knows me, I love football. I've been involved with, first, good evening everybody, I'm Deonte Burden. I want to thank Coach Floyd, Principal Brown, the administration, the athletic department for giving me the opportunity to speak with you guys tonight. Again, I've been involved with football for the vast majority of my life, either playing, being a coach, or even watching my kids play football. And I love the sport so much because there are so many direct correlations between football and life. You know, when you're playing football, a lot of times you just learn how to be part of a team, but you learn so many other life principles, how to deal with adversity, how to communicate, how to deal with stress, how not to quit. A lot of stuff that you can learn in football, you can learn, they can take you to a whole lot further in life. And when Coach Floyd called me, asked me about speaking to you guys, and he gave you guys principles. What stuck with me, I thought back in '92, I went to C.L. Harper High. It was on the west side of Atlanta. And we had to go play Tucker High School. And I don't know how many of you guys know about the history of Metro Atlanta during those 90s, especially before the Great Migration, with everybody moving to Atlanta in the late 2000s. DeKalb County was a powerhouse, especially North DeKalb. We had your Tuckers, your Lakeside, your Hendersons, Dunwoody, and there was a few of them. But majority of those, especially before they cut out a lot of schools in Atlanta, those powerhouses, they were mostly state championship teams. And when we played Tucker, just like they were elite. They had a running back named Patrick Pass. Patrick Pass was a parade All-American, went to go on to go play on the UGA and won a couple Super Bowls with New England Patriots. And he was as advertised. And we went to that game. Most of us grew up in Banquet and Adamsville. I don't say we were ignorant, but most of that team we had that year, we were talented, but we were mostly 10th and 11th graders. And I remember going into that week of the game, I don't think nobody in the world gave us a shot. And what happened, just think back, like I said, those 5 principles, how it was that we knew if we wanted to play tough, because we didn't want to get embarrassed. That was one thing about it. We were a prideful group. But we knew going to that game, we had to be focused. We couldn't make penalties. We couldn't do all that other stuff. We just had to just stay and do everything right to have a chance to play tough. And I remember it was a Saturday night Saturday morning at Grady Stadium. And we got off the bus. First thing hit us, we seen the outside of even though that was our home stadium, Tucker come from DeKalb County, our whole side was empty. Tucker's was full. They had the band and everything now. And then we seen Tucker get off the bus. That messed us up, because they actually looked like a football team. The guys were big, the arms were huge and everything. And we was like, oh, Lord, here we go. But we weren't scared. And what stuck with us at the beginning of the game, because, again, we thought about those 5 principles, how hard we practiced that week. And that game started. And, again, nobody in the state of Georgia, because Tucker was a top 5 team. When that game started, by the time we got a minute before the half, we was up 21-3. And nobody in the world knew what had happened. We was up 21-3, and we was just all excited, going to the locker room. We got in the locker room. Coach was talking to us with a regular head coach talk. He tell you, act like you've been here before. You got 2 more quarters, and everything. We was like, yeah, coach. We hadn't been there before. We didn't know how in the world we got up on Tucker like that. We remember going into the locker room, looking at their stands. They were quiet and stuff. We want to know what happened. And we just looking at each other like, man, this is fun. Because again, we were just young and ignorant and everything like that. And when we went out there at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they went and called some folks, but that was a whole different Tucker team. They came out that 3rd quarter. And they whooped our tails for a quarter and a half. And they see, with 2 minutes left in the game, and we was winning 21-18. And I remember my defense coordinator called the whole team over, and he said, look, guys, if y'all really want this, y'all got to work hard for it and everything. And we were just, we looked at each other in the eyes, and you knew you could look to the person to the right, look to the person left, and you knew they weren't going to quit on it. It was just something about that feeling that we all just looked, and we without even saying that thing, we got it. And some way, somehow, we was able to hold on and beat Tucker that week. And I understand this is kind of significance of it because And Tucker's still a good program, but we were the first Atlanta public school team to beat any they ever had beat Tucker. We were the first one. Tucker had the dominance. Like I said, that whole reign of the 90s, it was different and everything. But we were the first APS school to beat Tucker, and we were super excited. And then next year, Patrick Pass ran for 255 yards and 4 touchdowns almost. But we had a good time that night, that day in particular. But I say this to say, again, those principles that you guys have with the discipline, the dedication, desire, what am I losing? Determination, dependability, I'm sorry. Guys, I don't know if you really sit there and think sometimes how important those are, not only in football, but just in life. We just following those principles. There were times as a student athlete, we really didn't have, those chalk talks and everything like that. And I know a lot of times you guys get with the coach and the coaches say certain things to you. Some stuff going in there, one out of the other. Let me ask you guys about show of hands. When coaches go over y'all, just say preseason and everything, y'all go over the team goals, y'all go over those 5 principles. How many of y'all really take everything to heart? Show of hands. And you got this is the end of the year. You got to say coaching over there. Okay, that's great. That's great. So the reason why I'm even saying is that if you break it down, just thinking about it, and those principles that you guys got, they're not necessarily even just have a good athlete or a good player or a good program. They just got a principle of life. When you start thinking about being disciplined, where you're actually, sticking onto a routine, following rules, showing restraint, that's hard. You have times where you want to jump outside, you can't remember the snap count, you want to move. Sometimes somebody might hit you when the player's over with. The referee didn't see it, but you don't want nobody to hit you. That's hard to show that kind of restraint, right? But you got to be disciplined. When you start talking about being dedicated, where you're sitting there that you're committed to a purpose that's bigger than you, that's hard because a lot of times you got to make sacrifices for something that's outside of you. That's hard to do. To get up and know, okay, look, man, I got to miss my family going on a trip this weekend. I can't go. My girlfriend called me. She want to go hang out. I can't do it. That's hard to be dedicated and committed to something that's outside of you. You start talking about determination. That's when you committed to that purpose. That's when you sit there knowing that, look, we want to be here, and we're already here. These are the kind of things we got to do when you go outside of yourself to make those things happen, right? And then you start talking about desire. We look at desire, that's just, you wanting to have something so bad. Now, I want you guys to think about it. Desire, when we think about the word desire, you have to make sure you got action behind things that you want to do. Because if you don't, you just what? You just wish. A lot of times you guys sit down and say, look, we want to win. We want to be this kind of team. We want to be that kind of team. You might write on the board, listen, this is what we're going to do this week. This is what we're going to do for the season. And hopefully it happens. But if you don't put the work in the weight room, you don't put the work in outside of the stuff you're doing with your coaches, make them sacrifices, you see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure everybody at some point in the season can draw back looking at those 5 principles. When you didn't do something, not the team, when you didn't do something, how it negatively impacted the team. Right? And lastly, which I think probably the most important, is being dependable. When you think about being dependable, that's being, you're trustworthy and you're reliable. It's very important to any kind of unit or organization when a person knows they can count on you. People look at, I've been in high school for 20 years, and me and all my teammates are still tight. We all still hang out and everything like that. Even though we didn't have a lot of success as a team, we still tight. One of the main reasons is because we could always count on each other. I never, ever worried about somebody going to quit on me. And I want to just stress to you guys that if a person knows that no matter what, that you won't quit on them, you got a friend for life. Because that's the hardest thing, because so many times in life, you guys see it now with the transfer portal and everything, what cause how easy it is for stuff to get difficult. People want to leave and quit. You can't do that in life. Stuff gonna get tough. You're gonna have stuff happen to you that you really don't want to happen. And you gotta work through it. You can't quit every time, things don't go your way. Now if somebody don't want you there, or they don't have a place for you, that's a whole different conversation. But you guys gotta understand that that's how life goes. Every time stuff don't work, you have to do that. When the defense is getting ran up down the field, offense gotta go out there. Y'all gotta count on each other. That's just how it is. Same thing, offense can't score. Defense got to hold it down. And you just got to, hold on to each other like that. That's just how it is. Life it don't work like that. And I really want you guys to understand that, because a lot of times, especially with adults, people don't have that resiliency. As soon as everything go wrong and get tough, they quit. And you don't know how close you are to greatness by quitting, okay? So I want to just tell you guys, especially you guys, you get ready to do things, big stuff right after high school. You guys that are returning next year, I want you guys to really be thinking about those principles: the discipline, dedication, determination, desire, dependability, and don't just sit in the meeting with Coach and remembering and reciting it. Understand how important, how impactful they are on you, okay? And I think that if you do that, it's not only going to make you a better football player, it's going to make you a better team, it's going to make you a better program, but it's also going to make you, most importantly, a better man. So Jonesboro High School football team, coaches, staff, players, and everybody, I want to thank you guys for giving me a chance to talk with you guys tonight. Good luck with everything in the future, okay?